Sleepyheads, it's time to go to work.
Every day you have to work to make a living, and somehow there's not enough to go around. So you struggle every day just to make a little pay, and hope that the prices will come down. Now just to own a yacht would suit my fancy. Have an airplane, sports car, bowling alley too. Oh, there's a plenty other things I know I'm wanting, but it only tends to make me oh so blue. Every day you have to work to make a living, and somehow there's not enough to go around.
Yeah, that's our record. Last year we had 829, so. Cedar Valley had 448, and out of that 448, 136 come from Mr. Artie Tanner. Griffin's Chapel had 100, Backcraft had 5, FCE had 107, TEC had 61, Power Kids had 96. And these kids went with me, business to business collecting. They worked really hard this week. And then the Power Kids team has been with us every night until midnight, helping us decorate all these bags. So they have really put an effort in this year. From the Heart had 18, Friendship had 4, and CIG had 2. That's a grand total of 841. And there was $4,781 raised. Now, if my husband didn't run off too far. Jeremy.
Good evening, everybody. This is more than just a prayer. I do want to open you with a prayer. There's also some little facts I want to tell you. I am Jeremy. Lana is my wife. Deborah is my mother. Holly is my sister. Each and every person that's here tonight, this night would not be possible without your support. And I think everybody deserves a round of applause. When I was asked to speak, I was uncertain on what I was going to say. So, excuse me, I had to type it. I knew that God would give me the words. I would like to open us with a prayer, if I can get through it. If you'd please bow your heads and join me in reciting the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Now I would like to take a few moments and give you some facts about cancer and the Relay for Life. In 2010, it was estimated that 33,070 people were diagnosed with cancer in Tennessee alone. It is also estimated that 13,600 of those people died of cancer. And in 2011, 13,790 will die from cancer. It is also estimated that 44% of males and 37% of females will develop cancer in their lifetime. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but that is 1 in 2 males and 1 in 3 females. The good news is that survival rates are increasing. As of 2005, there is a 68% survival rate for all types of cancers. This is due mainly in part to the American Cancer Society and the Relay for Life teams and the efforts each and every one of you here tonight, no matter how big or small, has taken. As of this time, Relay for Life have donated tens of thousands of dollars to the research, treatment, and the finding of a cure for all types of cancer. And none of this will be possible without the gracious donations we have received. Everyone's reasons for being here is as unique as your own personal story. But we are all here because we are passionate about finding an end to cancer in our lifetime. And just know that every penny raised brings us one step closer to finding that end. I found this poem I'd like to read by a breast cancer survivor, and I'd like to share it with you. So, dear Lord, you've done so much for me. Thank you with all my soul. Without something to ask of thee, needing your grand control. I've waged this battle, and I've won, yet others battle still. For some, their journey's just begun. Please guide each in your will. I've walked this road, I've felt each bump. I have conquered your test. I have grown much wiser since the lump located in my breast. I see the world much differently. I pray others will too. So many fight audaciously. Lord, help to see them through. Dear Lord, I ask with all my heart, please touch these special lives. Bless them with courage from the start. Bring hope into their eyes. Let their hope shine a hallowed light that burns forevermore to honor their spirited fight and our dreams for a cure. In closing, I'd like to leave you with my favorite prayer. It's Isaiah 41:10. It says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." And I ask, Lord Jesus, I pray for the teams tonight. I pray for the loved ones that have already left us. I pray for the survivors, and that they know how important them being here is. I ask for special blessing for all the people who has offered donations in time. I pray that a cure is found in this lifetime. I pray for safety, and also that we can fellowship and celebrate the ones these luminaries represent. Father, most importantly, I pray that we do your will, and all the blessings we receive, we give the glory to you. Father, I pray that if anyone here tonight doesn't know you as I do, that you will come into their hearts. Thank you for being my Lord and Savior and my best friend. And I love you, Lord. I pray these things in your Son's name. Amen. Thank you.
Okay, it's been really crazy this week trying to do this, and I want to say thank you to Deborah because she's opened her home to us, and we just destroyed it with all these stickers and glitter and buttons, and then she has sit up with us every night. So thank you, Deborah.
They told me.
Okay, I'm going to start by reading the honor list, and again, just like last year, I'm going to tell you, they are not in alphabetical order. I did not have time to slow down, as you can see. If I missed a name, I do apologize. I hope that I get everybody. Just let me know if I did, and I don't mean to offend anybody if I do, so I'm sorry in advance. Mary Ann Martin, Dee Ann Sykes, Robert Kessler, Shauna Kessler Kirkland, Ralph Lynn Sr., April Norfleet, Patsy Brooks, Ian Clausen, Patricia Courtney, Pam Stanfield, Cotton Carey, Gloria Lane, Norma Sutton, Faye Niblett, Darrell Clark, Gary Reynolds, Billy Wisdom, Martha Adcock, Connie Kemp, Jim Wyatt, Linda Carruthers, Linda Ritter, Bill Eubanks, Matthew Mullins, Evelyn Doris, Vera Phillips, Sandy Harvey, Reuben Barnes, William Barnes, Willa Magantu, Angela Stahl, George Powell, George Holland, Patricia Carter, Artie Tanner, Charles Brett, Eloise Weaver, Emmeline Mitchell, Robbie Mitchell, Brian Bumpus, Barbara Blankton, Theo Bishop, Sarah Bryant, Larry Myers, Peggy Terry, David Stone, Harry Hurt, John Wayne Carson, Ed Lemons, Louise Kimbrough, Bobby Dillard, Georgia Milam, Wesley Stavech, Melinda Miller, George Nunn, Melinda Dunn, Betty Summers, Herschel Warrens, Ann Baggett, Betty Ruth Summers, Renee Clark, Howard Day, Faye Schmidt, Jason Coleman, Sammy Shires, Bob Harper, Shirley C., Faye Kelly, Juanita Wolf, Shirley Webb, Lisa Riley, Robert Nolans, Trudy Bird, Lloyd Tomlinson, Wilson Rye, Joe Adams, Dorothy Adams, Jim Wyatt, Debbie Dennis, Linda Baylor, John Elliott, Don Ramirez, Ted Bowen, Sonny Mathis, Tom Mitchell, R.J. Rye, Jack Rye, J.C. Clark, Peggy Rodriguez, Peggy Terry, Kenneth Schaus, Mary Wheeler, Willene Orton, Jerry Wright, Joel Arterman, Ray Elliott, Benny Elliott, Norma Sutton, Bob Hovater, Carol Acar, John Weaver, April Norfleet, Patsy Day, Jules Marcos, Pat Sykes, Sherry Patterson, Harry Grimm, Christy Allen, Carol Robinson, David Stone, Virgil Warfield, Andy Cox, Eloise Weaver, W.C. Patterson, Howard Patterson, Bertha Manners, Rodney Schmidt, Virgil Warfield, Darrell Rye, Darlene Rye, Billy Tom Reddick, Billy Wisdom, Billy Eaton, Robert Sykes, Ann Sykes, Melissa Dillard, Pat Tucker, Willa Eaton, Matthew Mullins, Larry Spears, Pat Heflin, Kevin Elliott, Robbie Hooper, Larry Spears, Maxine Tomlinson, Pat Shelton, Ann Shindor, Rusty Shindor, Carl Enos, Ray Hollis, Mary Rye Wheeler, Barney Wheeler, Gracie Bill, James Bill, all the FCE survivors, Brenda Ross, Charles Perigo, Warden Sullivan, Darnell Carey, Robert Lair, Brenda Gibbs, Donna Waldrop, Carolyn Dole, Maggie Cooksey, Jack Vernon, Carol Dennis, Janelle Hughes, Jerry D. Mathis, Reba Martin, Blake Davis, Roshawn Smith, Robbie Miner, Deborah Buttermore, Margaret Harris, Bonnie Warfield, Gail Warford, Sarah Brown, and Sarah Bryant. And now while I catch my breath, I'm going to ask that Brother Joel Nolte come sing.
In honor of all of those that I never like to say lost their battle, I like to say won their battle with cancer, because we win here and we win in the world to come as well. So I'd like to sing this. I know your life on earth was troubled, and only you could know the pain. You weren't afraid to face the devil, you were no stranger to the rain. So go rest high on that mountain, son, your work on earth is done. Go to heaven and shout love for the Father and the Son. How we cried the day you left us, gathered round your grave to grieve. Wished I could see the angels' faces when they hear your sweet voice sing. So go rest high on that mountain, son, your work on earth is done. Go to heaven and shout love for the Father and the Son. Go to heaven and shout love for the Father and the Son.
Thank you, Joel. I wanted to say this year has been especially important to me because when we started the process of doing Relay this year, we found out that my father was in stage 4 lung cancer, and we lost him about a month and a half ago. So me reaching a goal of 840 to send money so that somebody else doesn't have to go through what I went through means the world to me. And as you can see, I'm a little choked up over it, so I'm going to ask for Tori to read the memory names for me.
Hi everybody. That song's so true, Joel. This is in honor of the memory of those who died of cancer. And as I read these names out, God bless that all these people are in heaven right now. Donna Sue Tucker, Harvey Bryant, Mazel Carter, Pat Bryant, Joe Spiceland Lexton, Larry Donald Lexton, Joe Dale Laxton, Delano Bernine, sorry about that, Peter McRoyvick, Patia A. Matovic, I'm sorry about this, Gracie Tomlinson, Betty Ann Barnes, Joseph Edward Adams, Betty Jean Adams, Barbara McCarty, John Henry Brake, Jim Hollis, Petey Milam, Georgia Courtney, Neil Pulley, Hera Flatch, Eco Fansler, Gladdy Fansler, Nelva Jean Rye, Barbara Annette Gray, Roy Odom, Ernest Bass, Addie Lee Horn, Johnny Horn, Mary Weaver, Ray Williams, Star Stone, Mia Pulley, Bob Bowser Carey, Vicky Musser Black, Ben Hagler Sr., Ethel Hagler, Mary Lambert, Cotton Grice, Evelyn Milam, Wanda Dew, Phyllis Bradley, Phil Barnes, Myrtle Lee Claxton, J.W. Edis, J.P. Sterling, Pearl Conjure, Zip Lewis, Martha Wisdom, Fannie Mae Pulley, Marble Wallace, Willie Jenkins, James Ritter, Buddy Ebanks, Ed Reynolds, Albert Mathis, Betty Rye, Peggy Taylor, Carolyn Taylor, John Taylor, Hazel Richardson, Mary Margaret Richardson, Sadie E. Nolan, Eloise Lyle, Clyde Brake Jr., Melissa McKaylee, Dickie Ray Rye, Dalton Wyatt, O'Berry Mitchell, Velma Mitchell, Ella Jane Barnes, Ivan J. Kelly, Gracie Tomlinson, Lola Tomlinson, Clyde Tomlinson, Lena Hatcher, Mariel Skies, Bartha Manners, Raymond Courage, Lena Holland, Edward Holland, Becky Mitchell, Thomas Page, Viola M. Rye, Andrea B. Naylor, Mammy L. Rye, Georgia W. Rye, Star Stone, Joe Welch, Virginia Winters, Dorothy Stavely, Glenda Scholas, Freeman Clark, Carolyn Taylor, Albert Mathis, Billy Reynolds, Betty Rye, Gail Weaver, Leon Weaver, Rebecca Mitchell, Francis Dowdy, James McLean, J.C. McLean. Ewell D. Ross, Dorothy Gill Rye, Maddie Lewis, Bobby Nichols, Orman Brake, Robert E. Coakley, Sonny Rodriguez, Bobby Nichols, Dickie Ray Rye, Jerry Burks, Velva Vaughn, Edward Cotton Grice, Becky Mitchell, Catherine Hurt, Vanita Paul Bean, Harry Sherman, George O'Brake, Donald Brake, Francis Brake, Erskine Brake, Troy Dew, John Carson, Lacey Hankins, John Hanson, Leotis Skipper Van Zant, Bruce McLean, Maxwell Pitt, Joyce Cole, Ernest Mantretti, Luther Bailey, Lester Lomax, Mary Musser, Lawrence Self, Madeline Hicks, Mike Gons, Bernie Phillips, Virginia Phillips, Grandy Horens, Cliff Skies, Charlene Smith, Cornine Mayo, Evelyn Amaro, Viola Cook, Charles Ray Chapman, Corley Hick Hancock, Murph Hammerberg, Carl Alexa Hammerberg, Adele Smith Nickerson, Gay Holtz Singer, Dorothy Black, Donna Tucker, Larry Tucker, Cherry, Peggy Cherry, Ann Henson, Sally McElroy, Rebecca Mitchell, Adina Stacy, R. Kelly Elliott, Eritas Elliott, Colin Lomax, Becky Mitchell, Carl Duncan, Jamie Snook Smith, Vicki Black, Lacey Hankins, James Harvey, Bernard Nicholson, Gene Nicholson, Bobby McKinney, Daniel T. Johnson, Ralph Markin, Sheila Baggett, Ralph Markin, Edith Stringfield, Martha McCalvary, Betsy McKinnon Wells, Ella Harrison Smith, Betty Bryant, Eddie Bryant, Betty Jo Rose, Zeph Edwin Roby, Lily Mae Gill, Sheila Baggett, Becky Mitchell, Mary Lou Beckers, Cliff Zykes, Nanny Dredding, Myrtle Averett, Billy Richardson, Kay Shores, Charlotte Warren, Earl Hooper, Dalton Wyatt, Donna Black, Eugene Tanner, Gina Brown Rye, Ted Vincent, Wally Hollis, James Hollis, Martha McKaylee, Donna Hutchins, Kathleen Rushing, Lauren Bolt, Russell Dubin Bryant, Gestrid Dickens, Dwight Phelps, Emmett Rogers, J.W. Eads, Adina Farrell, Maxwell Pitt, Charlene Smith, James Smith, Bonnie Clark, Kenny Ross, Charles Edward Warfield, Ruth Burnine, Mary Sanders, Bobby Nichols, Erdis Elliott, Erkley Elliott, A.V. Hamrick Sr., Joni Steiner, J.C. Hankins, Janet Manners, Earl Hackett, Dana Hill, Helen Harvey, Mae Raymond, Gene King, Matt Collins, Skeeter Davis, Gene Cole, Wayne Burnwell, Gina Brown, Agnes Ratchkey Parker, Martha Green Harris, Elizabeth Price, Jasper Price, Roger Price, John Price, Phyllis Bradley, James Cathy, Evelyn Cook, Nelva Rye, James Norfleet, Paul Hughes, Earl Speedy Lowe, Mikey Gill, Eva Bell Gibson, Lauren Self. Gailey Lindsay, Eugene Tanner, Lily Lambert, Charles Burke, Ann Brooke, Jerry Ann Agee, Jamie Lee Williamson, Rosie Mathis, Joe Mathis, Mildred Agee, Darnell Stone, Clay Powell, Dolores Tharp, Gene Tharp, Wayne Tharp, Charlie Logan, Don Odom, Clyde Cook, Lathan Mathis, Sid Reynolds, Tex Douglas, Buddy Patterson, Charles Elderman, Bill Sneed, Zelt K. Dunbar, Wayne A. McCartney, Pat Williamson, Judy Williamson, Loretta Dunn, Robert T. Dunn, Lawrence Self, Pete Milam, Roy Mathis, Grace McDonald, Jim Hall, Ray Foster, Adam Foster, Harvey Bryant, Ronnie Tucker, Sheila Baggett, Larry Baggett, Cornel Mayo, Al Mitchum, Carter Say, Sony Manor, Janet Lee Manners, James Parker, Herbert Creeder, Joe Ed Hamilton, Jack Trotter, Elaine Baggett, Don Beecham, Bobby Roper, Hannah Siegel, Jay Weatherspoon, Pat Lowry, Freddie Lowry, Pat Fieldborn, Wilbert Lowry, Johnny Scott, Brown Rogers, Lloyd Finch, Milton Pappy Holland, Stanley Marcus Jr., Danny Spears, Spider, Douglas Adams, Lloyd Rass Allsbrooks, Neil Hall, Don Hall, James Tway, Leland Brown, James S. Hall Sr., Snook Smith, Percy Milam, Butch Martin, Gracie Tomlinson, Jane Parker, Rodney Abrick, Earl Allison, Audrey Patterson, Maisel Carter, Donna Tucker, Harvey Bryant, Pat Bryant, Percy Milam, Gary Osbrooks, Evelyn Ellis, Jane Collier, Clara Pulley, Wanda Dew, Ray Dennis, James Dennis, Cecil Campbell, Margaret Farrell, Clara May Hollis, Ruth Burnine, Donna Black, Carrie Beal, J.C. McLean, Donna Black, Colleen Lomax, Robert Austin. Carol Muncie, Emmett Stavely, James Parrott, Beatrice Windsor, Adam Smith, Ray Maladine, Patsy Taylor, Sally McElroy, James Connors, Otis B. Kelly II, Junetta Parrott, James Parrott, Johnny Bryant, Arlene Miller, Robert Gary, Linda Phillips, Janet Rogers, Joe Shelton, Carlton Clemens, Mary Bryant, Mildred Nikki Chote, Joe, apologies, Beulah Cho, Sonny Rodriguez, Alma Thompson, Franklin Elo, Paul Hughes, Patsy Agee, A.P. Mitchell, J.C. Hankins, Sue Knight, Ed Hankins, Hugh Black, Bill Finch, Avery Collins, Marvin Davis, Larry Morris, J.B. Averett, Myrtle Averett, Kim Averett, Orman Black, Mary Ruth Coleman, Grace Huff Irwin, Elizabeth Urser, Ophelia Wyatt, Lodi Edwina Pick, Earl Hooper, Sue Knight, and Ed Haynes.
Thank you, Tori. Again, I apologize if I missed any names or we had them out of order. It was very chaotic today trying to get all this together. But before we end, I wanted to mention the fact that we had discussed earlier that Artie Tanner had sold so many of the bags. Well, he also is our survivor with the highest number of bags. He has 30, I do believe. And our in memory was Miss Corinne Mayo, and she has 53. So congratulations, Artie.
Now we will have our torch ceremony. Now I have a poem I'd like to read entitled Imagine. This is written by someone who their cousin had died from colon cancer. Imagine there's no cancer. It's easy if you try. No pain or suffering or just waiting to die. Imagine all the people living worry-free without that ticking time bomb that no one else can see. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one that hopes the world will be cancer-free so we can live as one. And that's our goal here, and that's why we do this, is to try to find a cure for cancer so that nobody has to go through this. Now I'll read the names of the people who have torches. We had a total of 16 torches. They are in memory of Corinne Mayo, David Lamar Giles, Delanor Bernay, Adam Smith, Muriel and Gus Sykes, Becky Mitchell, Johnny Horn, James Orman Brake, and in honor of Artie Tanner, George Powell, Darrell Clark, and Jack Wright. And feel free to take these torches with you when you leave, if they're yours or you bought them for your loved one. They're outside around one of the tables for y'all to see, and they are very pretty.
And the luminaries too.
And also take the luminaries with you as you leave, if you want to. In every one of the luminary bags, as you walk around and look at them, they are all personally decorated. Lana sees to it that every one of these bags have been personally decorated, mostly by herself. She has had some help, but she has mostly done this herself and purchases everything that we've used to decorate those out of her own pocket, and has put in numerous hours and a lot of work doing that.
Good job, Dee.
Again, I'd like to thank every last one of you for coming out tonight. It means a lot that you take time out of your busy schedule to help those in need. You know, I know if people like us, we don't have to do this. All of us, we don't have to come here. We don't have to celebrate those in memory of dying or are still fighting the cancer. We don't have to do that, but y'all are out here anyway. So I want to give every last one of y'all who are here today a round of applause. And I also want to say thanks to my singers that have come up and came up and done this. They didn't have to either. For those that have already came up and for those that haven't yet, I'd like for y'all to give them a round of applause also, please. And my next singer I have, he's sang a lot. He's a nice guy, and his name's Chris Parker. Come on up here, Chris.
Turn look her nose as she walked by my Cadillac. From the corner of my eye, I saw you and you laughed. You were sitting on a swing on your front porch, painting your nails like you were bored. And yeah, she was sure impressed with you. Well, I ain't first class, but I ain't white trash, and wild and a little crazy too. Some girls don't like boys like me. Oh, some girls do. Well, I just and asked if you would like to ride. When we pulled out of your yard, I bought a tire. You was laughing at me, I was doing James Dean. You were the prettiest girl I'd ever seen. When you roll your eyes and twirl my paradise. Well, I ain't first class, but I ain't white trash, and wild and a little crazy too. Some girls don't like boys like me. Oh, but some girls do. There's one that doesn't. Don't get no breaks, and the rich folks think they got what it takes. There's someone for each of us, they say. Well, I ain't first class, but I ain't white trash, and wild and a little crazy too. Some girls don't like boys like me. Oh, some girls do. Well, I ain't first class, but I ain't white trash, wild and a little crazy too. Some girls don't like boys like me. Oh, some girls do. I see some girls do. You know some girls do. Like boys like me. You know some girls do. A little Sawyer Brown. We're just going to stay with Sawyer Brown here for another tune or two. Do some stuff we're comfortable with and something that's kind of easy listening. Ain't going to get too crazy on y'all. All right. Storm cloud hanging out over my head. I woke up this morning to an empty house. But why she left me is hard to say. Well, is this fate or just a bad day? Well, is this bad luck, is it bad timing, or is it the lies I told? It's hard to say. Can you get back what's gone and set so you get down on your knees and believe and pray? Some prayers are hard to pray. Some things was just hard to say. Well, I'm gonna be near and I'm gonna hit you later right. There's plenty cars passing up on the wrong side. If I cross over, will it go my way? Well, is this fate or just a bad day? Well, is this bad bad luck or just bad timing, or is it the lies I told? Well, it's hard to say. But can you get back what's gone? They say so. You get down on your knees and believe and pray. Some prayers are hard to pray. And some things they're just hard to say. Yeah! Just bad timing, or is it the lies I told? Well, it's hard to say. But can you get back what's gone? They say so. You get down on your knees and believe and pray. Some prayers are hard to pray. Some things are hard to say. Thank you. I was watching down through there. I don't know who got dumped, but they made a big splash. Yeah, I saw water go flying down there. I bet they cooled off a little. Yeah, thank God for you. Well, I call myself a made man. But girl, don't you believe it's true? I know exactly how lucky I am when I'm getting this close to you. It's night time, I was giving some praise to those that got me where I am today. Mama for the good, Daddy for the good, the devil for the trouble that I get into. Well, I got to give credit where credit is due. I thank the bank for the money, thank God for you. A strong heart and a willing hand, and that's the secret to my success. A good walk, I try to be a good man. A good job, Lord, I know I've been blessed. I'm just a part of a greater plan. It doesn't matter which one I am. I got to thank Mama for the good, Daddy for the wood, the devil for the trouble that I get into. Well, I got to give credit where credit is due. I thank the bank for the money, thank God for you. Mama for the teeth, Daddy for the preach, the devil for the trouble that I get into. We're not to give credit where credit is due. I thank the bank for the money, thank God for it. I thank Mama, I thank Daddy, all I got to give credit where credit is due. I thank the bank for the money, thank God for it. Mom, I thank Daddy, we ain't gonna make it. credit where credit is due. I thank the bank for the money, thank God for you. Yeah. Thank you. One who taught me from Memphis, Tennessee. Your home is on the south side.
Well, there was a record number of bags this year, luminaries, and they stretched all the way to the other side of the pavilion. First time we think that's ever happened. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Signature Healthcare. They were also the large sponsor here at the Relay for Life. Ace Hardware at Tennessee Ridge, Signature Healthcare of Erin. They're in the Arlington community. You can call them at 289-4141 for any information you may need.